Welcome to Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings, as tonight the Giants beat the Cubs 6-3. You can follow me at r.i.p at twitter.com. Tonight the Giants beat the Cubs 6-3. You can follow. And this is a really good game by the Giants tonight. Really good effort. Ty Blach is a keeper. I've really liked how Ty Blach has pitched the last few games. He's been lights out. Another solid performance tonight. 7 innings, 2 earned runs. I think he's really the new Kirk Reeder. He reminds me a lot of Kirk Reeder. And Kirk Reeder was one of my favorite Giants. He never struck out a lot of batters, but he was a good contact pitcher. And that's what I like about Blach. He's not going to get you a lot of strikeouts, but he's good with atom balls. He's a good fly ball pitcher. He's a good contact pitcher. And he's effective for what he does. And the bullpen rested. Hunter Strickland, 1 unearned run. If there was really one bad spot with the Giants tonight, it was the errors. Joe Panik had an error, and then Jarrett Parker charged with an error, trying to get Happ out, trying to get Contreras out. So that might be a little bit of a tough luck error for Parker, but a win's a win. Buster Posey, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Brandon Crawford having one of his better games tonight, 2 for 4. And Kelby 0 for 3 in his spot at third. For Chicago, Chris Bryant 2 for 4. Ian Happ 2 for 3. And Jose Quintana, the guy they traded for at the deadline, he really hasn't been the upgrade that the Cubs have been looking for at this point. But still, 6 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned. Seems like Quintana's issues that were with him in Chicago with the White Sox this weekend, this year, have started to carry over to the Cubs. So hopefully he can straighten his issues out. I still think the Cubs overpaid for Quintana at this point, and games like this are proving me right. Koji Uehara, 1 earned run without recording an out. This was not one of his good games. And then Justin Wilson with an earned run. But I've liked what I've seen from the Giants the last few games. They've won the last 3 out of 4 games, and they're having fun. They're having fun. The season might be lost, but they are just playing loose right now. And that's all you can ask for at this point. Play loose. And I think the way they're playing right now, they're going to avoid the 100-loss season. I think just having fun, playing loose, they're going to get their wins playing like this. They might finish in last place, but I think they can avoid 100 losses at this point, and that's a moral victory in itself. And maybe carry positive vibes into next season. So hopefully this can carry on to get to bigger and better things. And we do have some interesting baseball news. Oh, it went to Spanish. Give me a second. I didn't want it in Spanish. Oh, it's... I don't know why it keeps putting it in Spanish. I don't want it in Spanish. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Joe West was suspended by the league for 3 games for comments he made about Texas third baseman, future Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre. And this happened to be coinciding with his 5,000th regular season game. And you know what? Joe West deserves his punishment. And he told West that he was the worst umpire and you stink. And Joe West said that Adrian Beltre was a complainer, and I think that was bullshit. We'll see. Beltre, though, thinks that the suspension is unnecessary. But yeah, you got to be impartial when you're an umpire. You can't have opinions like this. You got to be. When you're an umpire, you're not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be. But also, this is Joe West, and I've never been a fan of Joe West. He's got a quick trigger. He's probably going to lead the. He's going to probably have the. He's probably got the most ejections in history for an umpire, and he's got a short temper. I don't know how Joe West has not been fired as an umpire, but I think he's going to get fired sooner than later. He might be the first umpire to ever be fired in Major League Baseball. And I think Joe Torre sent a message, whether it's a vendetta or not. I think Joe West got what he deserved. Joe West has never been a great umpire. And Joe West is never going to learn. And Joe West is and this is a little bit of just an editorial here, but he's ignorant. I've never liked Joe West. But today's umpires, they need to get it right. And I think baseball might be better off without Joe West. And baseball will be better once Joe West is gone. He's too trigger happy with his ejections. And a lot of players don't want to deal with Joe West. I don't like Joe West. I hope he does retire soon. But we'll see if he is allowed to appeal his suspension, but I think they're going to try to run Joe West out of the league. And I think maybe people with Joe Torre there and having clout, his days could be numbered. And also the Mariners made another waiver trade today. The Mariners pick up Ernesto Frieri for the low price of $1. That's right, $1. And no bonus spin or no going over in the Showcase Showdown, but for the low price of $1, and he was assigned to AAA, and this is, I think, the third or fourth team Frieri has played for this year. And this might be a project for Scott Service since they have history together. But we'll see how it works out for him. I can't believe that he got sold for $1. Why couldn't the Giants sell George Contos for $1? This is gonna probably be one of the. This is probably even sillier than that Dave Winfield trade for dinner. Well, let's go around the league with other scores from tonight's game, and it's about to get real tight in the AL wildcard race. The Marlins beat the Nationals 7-3. Your winning pitcher was Vance Worley. Your losing pitcher was AJ Cole. Brian Goodwin 3 for 5 for the Nats. Adrian Sanchez 3 for 4. Dustin McGowan 2 earned runs in 1 inning for the Marlins. And Worley's starting to find his rhythm in Miami, so maybe he gets another year there. Not one of his bare. Cole 4 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Joe Blanton 2 earned runs in 1/3 of an inning. The Pirates beat the Tigers 6-3. Your winning pitcher Chad Kuhl, your losing pitcher Matt Boyd. Mikey Matuk 2 for 3 in this game for the Tigers. And Boyd 5 earned runs, 6 runs, 5 earned, and 4 innings pitched. Another poor outing out of Boyd. And Contos, another 0 on the board for the Pirates tonight. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees 4-2. Your winning pitcher was J.A. Happ. Your losing pitcher was CC Sabathia. Garrett Cooper 2 for 3 for New York. Steve Pearce 2 for 3 for Toronto. And Josh Donaldson with 2 home runs in this game. And Sabathia got roughed for 4 earned runs and 3 innings pitched. And I think he might have left the game with an injury. Yes, he did hurt his knee, so CC Sabathia could be heading back on the disabled list. After this last outing, he just can't. Yeah, and he's had such a resurgence this year. I wish him a lot of luck, but it's really sad to see maybe his season end due to a knee injury, derail his comeback season for the Yanks. The Indians beat the Rockies 4-1. Your winning pitcher Corey Kluber, your losing pitcher Greg Holland. And Kluber pitched a complete game, 1 earned run, 11 strikeouts. Holland 4 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. That is his second consecutive blown save. This could be cause for concern for Colorado. The Padres beat the Reds 7-3. Your winning pitcher Luis Perdomo, your losing pitcher Sal Romano. Jose Perella 4 for 4 for San Diego. Angeliris Solarte 3 for 4. Dusty Coleman 2 for 3. And Solarte had a home run in this game. Drew Storen 2 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. And for Cincinnati, Jesse Winker, 2 for 3. Jose Peraza, 2 for 2. Tucker Barnhart, 2 for 3. The Mets beat the Rangers 5-4. Your winning pitcher was Chris Flexen. Your losing pitcher was A.J. Griffin. Robinson Chirinos, 2 for 3 for the Rangers. And Chirinos had a home run in this game. That's Flexen's first career win in the majors, so congratulations to him. The Red Sox blanked the Rays 2-0. Your winning pitcher, Chris Sale. Your losing pitcher, Austin Pruitt. Former Giant Eduardo Nunez, 3 for 5. And he keeps swinging a hot bat in Boston. Xander Bogaerts, 3 for 4. Tough luck for Pruitt. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. That normally gets you a win, but didn't have any run support tonight. The Phillies beat the Braves 5-2. Your winning pitcher, Zach Eflin. Your losing pitcher, Julio Teheran. Odubel Herrera, 3 for 4 in this game. And Teheran, not a good night. 5 earned runs and 5 innings pitched. The White Sox beat the Astros 8-5. Your winning pitcher, Derek Harland. Your losing pitcher, Dallas Keuchel. Yuli Gurriel, 3 for 5 in this game, and the injuries are starting to show up for the Astros at this point. And Gurriel had a home run. The bad side for Chicago was Jake Petricka, 2 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. Keuchel got slammed for 8 earned runs and 4 innings pitched, and makes me wonder if he's even still 100% or not. They might need to go out and maybe get somebody off the waiver wire at this point. The Twins clobbered the Brewers 11-4. Your winning pitcher, Tyler Duffy. Your losing pitcher, Matt Garza. For Milwaukee, Domingo Santana, 3 for 5. Orlando Arcia, 3 for 4. Ryan Braun, 3 for 5. For Minnesota, Brian Dozier, 3 for 5. And now Ari Adrianza has reappeared in Minnesota. Max Kepler, 3 for 4 for Minnesota. Eddie Rosario, 3 for 4. Jorge Polanco, 2 for 3. Max Kepler, 2 home runs off of Garza tonight. Rosario, 2 home runs. And Garza gave up 4 home runs in this game. 8 earned runs to inflate his ERA to 4.34. Jeremy Jeffress, 2 earned runs in 1 2/3 innings. So not a good night. Adalberto Mejia only went 3 innings, 3 earned runs. And Dylan Gee pitched 4 innings scoreless, not too bad, and got his first career save. The Cardinals clobbered the Royals 10-3. Your winning pitcher, Michael Wacha. Your losing pitcher, Jason Vargas. Matt Carpenter 2 for 3 in this game. Jed Gayorka 1 for 2. And a home run in this game. And Vargas got shelled for 6 earned runs, and his ERA is now up to 3.40 in 4 2/3 innings pitched. Three runs, 2 earned for Neftali Feliz. And the D-backs beat the LA Dodgers 6-3. Your winning pitcher was David Hernandez. Your losing pitcher was Tony Watson. And Watson gave up 3 earned runs in 2/3 innings pitched. The Mariners beat the A's 7-6. Your winning pitcher was Mark Respasinski. Your losing pitcher was Josh Smith. Ryan Healy 3 for 4 for the A's tonight with his 21st home run of the season. And Ariel Miranda got bailed out of a bad game. 5 innings, 6 earned runs. And the Angels beat the Orioles 3-2. Your winning pitcher was Parker Bridwell. Your losing pitcher was Jeremy Hellickson. Andrelton Simmons 2 for 3. CJ Cron 2 for 3 in this game. And down on the farm tonight, the Cubs beat the River Cats 6-5. Your winning pitcher was Pierce Johnson. Your losing pitcher was Craig Sitton. Matt Gage, not a good night. 4 innings, 5 earned runs. And I think maybe it's time for him to go back to Double-A at this point. And now there will be no show tomorrow since it'll be a Wednesday afternoon game. Now on to the schedule. Your probables for tomorrow are Kyle Hendricks against Madison Bumgarner. Then after that, they start a road trip against the Nationals. We'll see if there's any revenge after the brouhaha in the last series between Strickland and Harper. We'll see what happens with that. Let's go to the standings, and it's getting real tight here in the it's really starting to tighten up here in the AL wildcard race after tonight's results. The Red Sox padded their lead to 4 games in the AL East, but that wild card just got a lot tighter. Tampa Bay's tied for the second wild card. Kansas City loses tonight, barely hanging on. Minnesota now only a game and a half back of the second wild card. Houston losing tonight. Seattle now in that 3-way tie for the second wild card between Kansas City and Tampa Bay. And the Angels, after their win tonight, they're only 2.5 games back in the wild card. And at least picture's a lot clearer. NL Central, that race really is getting very tight now. After Chicago and Milwaukee losing tonight, St. Louis is now only 2.5 games out. And Pittsburgh is only 3.5 games out. It's really starting to tighten up here in the NL Central as we get to the final weeks of the season. And Arizona leaps into the wild card 1, and Colorado falls into the wild card 2 after tonight's results. I will be back Friday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Together we're Giant. Keep it orange, keep it black, keep it orange and black. Good night, everybody.